The Chiefs just made a couple of signings here on this Friday. They just brought back running back Kareem Hunt, and they just signed former Chargers defensive tackle Jerry Tillery. In this video, I'm going to give my thoughts and reactions to these signings and talk about how they'll affect this Chiefs team in 2025. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. My name is Michael Darcy. Hit that like button on this video and subscribe to this channel for more of the best daily Chiefs content on YouTube. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first report coming from Jordan Schultz on Twitter. The Chiefs are re signing running back Kareem Hunt to a deal up to $2.5 million with $1.5 million base. So, it is a 1 year deal worth $1.5 million. It could potentially be 2.5 after he hits incentives, but I might have a different opinion than a lot of people. I know that a lot of people are frustrated that Kareem Hunt is back because he doesn't solve the running back problem. He is going to be 30 years old. He's getting up there in age. He was beat up last season. He came in mid-season, came off the couch, and gave it his all. And listen, I think that Kareem Hunt has a role in this offense, but I also think the Chiefs need to draft a running back. They don't need to draft one in the first 3 rounds, but they need to get one in the fourth or fifth round to add some explosiveness to that unit. Because right now, you've got 4 running backs on your roster, whether it is Isaiah Pacheco, now Kareem Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, who you signed earlier on this offseason, also to a 1 year deal. It was a little bit more rich, though. And you also have Carson Steele. And if you draft one, that means you'll have 5 running backs on the roster. And I'm pretty sure they're going to end up drafting a running back. So it is interesting that the Chiefs went this route. I'm not against it because, again, I think Kareem Hunt has a role on this offense. He just can't play, 70, 80% of the snaps. He needs to be getting the ball in, goal line situations, in short yardage situations, because that is when Kareem Hunt is at his absolute best. You cannot go around and just assume that he can do exactly what he did last year because he was good, he was solid, that body's not going to hold up. He just can't do it for an entire season. And I do like this signing. I think it's a very low risk, but has the potential to be a high upside. And now you've got your pick of the litter at running back. You've got a bunch of different guys that can do a variety of things, but I still think that the Chiefs running back room specifically lacks that explosiveness. And I think they're going to try to do that in the draft, address that need in the fourth or fifth round. Maybe it's someone in day 3. Maybe it's a sixth or seventh round draft pick. This is one of the deepest, running back draft classes in recent memory. So if they are confident that they can address that need later on in the draft, I'm okay with this. I really am. But if the intention of Andy Reid and Brett Veach is that Kareem Hunt's going to play 70% of the snaps and have to be the workhorse again, this is not a good signing. That's not fair to Kareem Hunt. That's not fair to Isaiah Pacheco. And I was actually listening to, Nate Taylor talk about this signing, and he brought up the fact the Chiefs haven't had an 1,000-yard rusher since 2017, Kareem Hunt. So pre-Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs have not had a 1,000-yard rusher. Now, I'm not talking about, more than 1,000 yards all purpose. The Chiefs have not had a pure 1,000-yard rusher since 2017, back when it was Kareem Hunt and Alex Smith. That's how poor the running back group has been, but also the Chiefs' offense has not been run first. They're a pass first offense that will occasionally run the ball if they find an opening. And so I do like this signing, but I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section below. What do you think of this signing? I mean, I'm excited to have Kareem Hunt back. I talked to him at the Super Bowl, and he was like, yeah, I would like to come back here next year, but we got to handle business on Sunday. Spoiler alert, they in fact did not handle business on that Super Bowl Sunday, but I think that it's cool to see him come back to the team, have another shot at winning a Super Bowl. This is probably Travis Kelce's last dance, Kareem Hunt's last dance. So to see those guys kind of get one final shot at it, that's a good thing. But with that being said, we'll talk about the running back position later. I want to talk about the new defensive tackle signing. The Chiefs just signed former Chargers defensive tackle Jared or goodness gracious, Jerry Tillery to a 1-year deal. We don't know the contract quite yet, but since he was in the league in 50 career starts, he has 12 and a half sacks and 4 forced fumbles, which for a defensive tackle, I would say is pretty good. He did get waived by the Chargers a while ago, but I do think that he is going to probably be the replacement to a Mike Pennell or a Derek Nottie or someone along those lines. And this isn't someone or a signing that you should get super excited about, but at the same time, it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad signing at all. And now you finally have someone, on this roster that can play defensive tackle, and you're going into a draft that is one of the best defensive drafts in recent memory. Defensive tackle and defensive end are going to be there basically throughout the first 3, 4 rounds. So the Chiefs are probably going to draft a defensive tackle as well. But now that you have Jerry Tillery, this is going to, provide some depth, also that veteran experience that this team who's trying to, get back to the Super Bowl and win it desperately needs. So with that being said, we're also going to talk about a quarterback the Chiefs signed yesterday, and we're going to do that right after this ad break.
The Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway is the place to be. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 restaurants, and a new ESPN Bet sportsbook, there are plenty of ways to find your fun. For more chances to win, follow them on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome to the Rice Real Estate Group, Kansas City's premier partner in real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, you'll receive a tailored experience designed just for you. Specializing in residential, commercial, and investment properties, the dedicated team over at the Rice Real Estate Group helps guide you through every transaction, including navigating those short, complex sales. With a commitment to personal one-on-one service, they will ensure that you are supported every step of the way. You can achieve your goals with expertise, care, and a customized approach that truly makes a difference. Ready to make your next move? The Rice Real Estate Group is here to make it happen. For more information, call 816-819-9333.
So getting back into the main portion of this video, the Chiefs made a very surprising move yesterday. They signed former Raiders quarterback, former Jacksonville Jaguar, former Eagle. He's been around the league for a while now. Backup quarterback for the Chiefs, Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew signed a 1-year deal to back up Patrick Mahomes. And honestly, this is really funny. Like, Gardner Minshew is one of those guys that is very popular around the league. He's a very big personality. But this is also just, a very low risk signing. He shouldn't have to play at all. But if he does have to play, he showed in moments that he was all right. I mean, he's not a great quarterback. I mean, there's a reason why he's a backup. But I do think that if the Chiefs have to use him for a game, he's better than a Chris Oladokun. They also just signed Bailey Zapp back to the practice squad. That's someone that probably is not going to make the team. So Gardner Minshew is probably the best backup quarterback, which means that Carson Wentz is going to go elsewhere. But the backup quarterback position is not really that important. So I'm okay with Gardner Minshew being the backup of this team. Hopefully, we get to hear him talk in a press conference because he is one of those guys that whenever he speaks, I want to listen. So, with that being said, guys, let's go over the signings once again. The Chiefs re-signed running back Kareem Hunt to a 1-year deal. They just signed defensive tackle Jerry Tillery to a 1-year deal. They signed Gardner Minshew to a 1-year deal. And so you're seeing the Chiefs sign a lot of players on, day 4 or 5 of free agency, giving them 1-year contracts. And what do they say? There's no such thing as a bad 1-year contract. So with that being said, Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. Hit that like button on this video and subscribe to this channel for more daily Chiefs coverage. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video. And as always, go Chiefs.